Alright, not sure why that last clip cut off, but I figured I might as well go ahead and see if I want to record this entire game. I was hoping that each clip could take up a whole quarter, so we'll see how that goes. Also, I've noticed I lose my concentration a bit when I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. Think of different things to say. This time I'm going to fall back. And again, this challenge, for me, it's because I don't have anyone to play with and I'm not really into getting online and playing. I missed the gap that time. It's harder for me on this side of the field to get it. Another interception, awesome. Break him loose, come on. Oh, he could just never break loose. Toy cook. Now here's something that you may never have tried. A field goal. Way harder for some reason for me from the top hash. I usually just try to aim it toward the middle of the field. And that one, at the time the arrow was on its way up and it's harder to catch it that way. So, already 30-0, all on defense. As I was saying, I don't really like to play online, so this is one way that I don't have to have anybody to play with. Just me against the computer, and it's challenging, although not against the Lions. But here I did not pick a run down, so I'm hoping it's not a run down. Good old Barry. If you're not familiar with Tecmo Super Bowl 3, what's the killer is the spin move, because it makes them essentially invisible or invincible or both at the same time, and they can just bust right through you and be gone, especially if it's Barry. The real killer, though, is Emmitt Smith, because that whole team is awesome. See, I tried to shoot the seam again and missed. Really hard from this side for some reason for me. But also this is something you can play when you don't have somebody to play against. And you might find that it enhances some of your skills that you would normally not use. Kevin Green must be in some kind of awesome condition right now because he's super fast. I missed again, but he's so awesome right now that he just busted through. Missed again. I'm going to drop back. It's an interesting thing there about the sidelines. It seems like when the pattern adjusts out to the sideline that the ball falls incomplete every time. You can see there I peeled off Kevin Green and he was able to tackle the punter. So now we kick field goal. Well, now we got burned. And that time I just wanted to make sure that I got the kick to the middle of the field, and usually with a good kicker like Morton Anderson, you don't have to worry about blocks. Wow, that was pretty rare. Isn't that Herman Moore up there? Oops. You can see how when you have an awesome linebacker like Kevin Green, you can just take over the game and dominate. There, I got it. Oh! What I was trying to do there is I found a good strategy for getting loose from them is going straight to straight up or down, and as soon as you get to the sideline, a 90-degree turn towards the end zone. And they, for some reason, they just have a hard time tracking when you're running on the sideline. Like they'll dive even though they have no chance at getting you, or they'll run up to you and somehow miss you. And of course on the top sideline, for some reason, you can practically walk on the white. It's wider up there for some reason. Just like you might see a fumble at the top of the screen, and if when the ball is airborne, I don't know how to explain it, but even though it's in the field of play, it'll be called out of bounds. I'd have to actually show that to explain it better. I had to protect there against Barry's run. So I just dropped back and it didn't work. Man, I wish I had that playback. I love INT TDs. Darren Perry should have had one there. Of course, it's always fun to play against Scott Mitchell since he sucks. Scott Mitchell in bad condition? Ooh, he could have a field day. Man, I played that one wrong. Ended up in no man's land. So my good fortune is not continuing here in the second quarter. I was hoping I could put up a big, huge score. Again, we're going to try and peel off using Greg Lloyd here, the center guy. Slide it just like that. Now we're in field goal position. And again, I'm kind of cheating because Pittsburgh is an awesome team. When you have not very good linebackers, it's almost impossible to actually tackle the punter in time because they move so slowly and it's hard to get the guy peeled off. So this is not a true example of what it's like and how challenging this challenge really is. The big killer is Dallas because they're just so good, have such awesome players in every element of the game. From Emmitt Smith's spin moves to Daryl Johnston bowling you over to Michael Irvin grabbing everything in sight. Another fumble. See if I can pick it up myself. Nope. Looks like Barry picked it up. For first. And I'm going to protect against the run again by running my linebacker down. That didn't work. This is going to be a burn. Yep, I knew it. So pretty successful first half. Already up 36-0, purely on defense. Of course, it's the Lions, so it's easy to get them with a negative rushing total. And if you don't have an awesome team like the Steelers, this is where it can be tricky. When they're kicking off to you at the beginning of like a half or something. Because you're already behind in the field position game. Again, just looking for Barry's runs. This one could be up top or it could be up the middle. I selected the up top one. Tried to bust through there and missed. Ooh, a leaping interception. That is rare. Not very many guys can pull that off. Oh, I thought I was caught there. See how I'm on the white, but still in bounds? That's the perfect place to be. That must have been Rod Woodson, the way he busted tackles. Oh, that was Darren Perry. Too awesome. That was a great play to get on recording. I had actually given up there for a second. I didn't think he could shake those guys. And I'll end this clip here.